I'm sorry?
Did they strike you as having greater intensity than the first two times?
Oh, yeah. I think by a lot. I don't even think it's close, and that's a great credit to Eddie because, you know, let's face it. I mean, they were one call away from beating Purdue, and they would have been in. And those four seniors are playing for their lives. I mean, it's their whole careers. You know, it's the memory of college they're playing for, and I thought their intensity, I thought their physicality. My guys came back last night. You know, I watched part of the game, but then I went back to the hotel and watched it so I could start preparing. And my assistants came back and said the most physical game they ever saw in their minds. I think they are a strong, tough team, but it wasn't the strong, tough guys that really got us. It was the little Jets that got us. And so, who knows? I guess I'll have to look at the game and see why. But
your bigs, four bigs had, I think, 2 points in 49 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't play them. I mean, Delvon, Draymond struggled a little bit. Delvon, you know, I mean, they were big and physical inside, and then we just, you get behind. You can't play your other guys that much. I don't know how many minutes we played them, but we were out of it, and we were trying to switch a little bit. So, like I said, our team didn't do a very good job, and prior coaches didn't do a very good job, and so I'm hoping we get another chance because I still think this team learned a little bit on this trip. I think we're better than we were when we got here. But, boy, if there's a lesson to be learned, and I said in the huddle with 30 seconds left, you know, getting one and done time, you got to play, and you got to play every minute of it. And this team, you know, I question whether they really got that, and yet I'm concerned on why, since they've all played in so many of them.
It seemed like last night you guys played for your tournament life. Tonight it was Penn State that was playing for theirs.
You know, I guess I could see where it looked like that, although you might not say that with the start we had. But, you know, I mean, trust me, in our meetings, in our film sessions, in our locker room talks, nobody felt good about whether we're in or not. So if they're playing for their tournament life, so are we, I think. And I think they're playing for four seniors that have not accomplished what they wanted to accomplish when they came here, so there'd be a little more energy. But I don't think, I will guarantee you that at least the guys that know what's going on, meaning the older guys, didn't feel like real comfortable with anything. There's so many strange things that can happen in this NCAA tournament that changes things on who wins conference tournaments or who makes a run at the end. You know, it's supposed to all count the same. Sometimes it doesn't, so who knows.
I'm saying, so the tone around leading up to it felt as much like one and done as the last two nights to you and the guys inside?
To me, it did. We were definitely tireder. You know, I mean, we've just got one of those teams right now with Kalen in the position he's in, and you know, Darrell has got so much mental pressure on him. To be honest with you, and he started out pretty good, but when you go through that. It wasn't, you know, you didn't feel like there was the zip, and I think that happens when you struggle. So, like I said, I'm just disappointed we get off to such a good start and then we don't perform in a big game.
How much different is tomorrow night going to feel? Not being sure.
You know, it's all good. Like I said at the banquet, like I said to you guys a lot, it's all good because do I think we deserve to be in? I think by our body of work and what the criteria is, yes. And I think our league is good enough that deserves to have more than just a few teams in. But we did enough wrong this year, and we had enough issues this year that we deserve to sweat it out. And if we don't get in, we have no one to blame but ourselves, and if we do get in, we have to take some credit that when everything was kind of rolling over in January, we resurfaced enough to right the ship under some tough circumstances. So it's all good. It really is, because I'm going to learn both ways, and do I hope to keep the streak alive? Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say yes. But if I don't, it'll even probably drive me more because in my mind, I think I know some of the reasons.
The anxiety the last few months, I think, do you almost just kind of want to know at this point?
No, I don't. I want it to be as miserable as it can be for a whole day. Seriously, I really do. And I'm going to just sit back and...
for the guys, too?
No, just for me. I run the ship. You know, the things that happen. There's only one guy that can be held accountable for that, and that's me. You know, if guys don't do what they're supposed to do by the time they're juniors, and we got to get rid of a couple guys, that kind of falls on me. And so I'm not kidding when I say that. I'm just going to sit back and watch this whole thing, and I'm going to learn how I schedule what I do. I'm going to learn what distractions. You know, it's easy to tell people distractions cause problems, you know, and you look at three teams that went through a lot this year. It was Illinois, Michigan State, Minnesota, and, you know, it's pretty simple to see. And so I'm just going to, you know, I hope we get in for the seniors' sake. I hope we get in because I think we have fought back. Last night's performance wasn't a fluke. I mean, it was against a team that plays 99% of the time, and are a very good team. I think they have a chance to get to a Final Four. But as I said, we did enough to cause ourselves some problems. And if I didn't have to worry about it, then I probably wouldn't learn from it. So I'm going to worry about it, and I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to try to put down all the things that where one game could have made a difference, or one scheduling error could have made a difference. I'll look at some of those things too, to be very honest about it, and see where it takes me.
After
Coach,
21,
the bus is ready.
Yeah, I'll answer a couple more.
after 21 Big Ten games,
Don't put that on.
after 21 Big Ten games.